Hi everyone. So we have another power yoga session for you today. So harnessing a little bit of this heat that we're feeling at the moment. So let's build some more heat on our mats and feel good in our bodies. Let's make a start in child's pose. Bringing your big toes together to touch. Draw those hands forward and down. Forehead comes down, breathing in. And breathe it out. Another couple like that, breathing in through the nose. And releasing out of your mouth. And then starting to breathe in and out of your nose. Noticing how you're feeling. Start to stretch your hands forward, spreading your fingers wide. Drawing your hips back to your heels. And then let's take it up into downward facing dog. Hands press down, hips lift up, pedal out through your legs. And then finding stillness here as you press your hands down into the mat. Can you spread your toes as wide as your fingers? Drawing your chest back towards your thighs. And then let's walk our hands back to our feet. Taking a little forward fold position at the back of your mat. Bring your left hand to the center and then start to peel your right arm up to the sky, maybe bending into that left leg. Breathing in. Breathing out. Turning your body to the side wall. And then bringing the right hand to the center, bending into that right leg as you peel the left leg up, left arm up to the sky. Can you keep that left leg really active to stop the hip from swinging out? And then bringing your left hand down, walk your hands back to the front of the mat, taking your downward facing dog. Start to tiptoe the feet up to the front of your mat. And then bend over the legs, ragdoll. Softening through the backs of the legs as you allow your upper back to relax and round. And then releasing the hands, let's start to swing and sway our way up to stand. Press down through your feet and feel that gentle drawing in through the tummy. As you allow the arms to swing and sway, head nice and relaxed, hanging down. And then coming to upright, just allowing the knees to be slightly bent as you feel into your spine. And then coming to stillness, bringing your feet together to touch. Finding your Tadasana pose. Full breath in. Full breath out. Breathe in, raise your arms, look up, reach up, legs active. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, lift halfway, draw your body forward. Exhale, hands down to the mat, right leg back, left leg back, high plank. Bottom down as you press the mat away. And then knees down, untuck your toes, exhaling, coming down. Breathe in, peel up, cobra. Exhale takes you back, downward facing. Full breath in. Full breath out. Spread your hands and really press down through the knuckles. Can you relax through the back of the head and neck that little bit more? Taking your last breath here. And then looking at that space between your hands, hop forward to the front of your mats. Breathe in, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Press down through your feet, rise, extending your arms above your head. Glutes active. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, lift and lengthen. Exhale, perhaps you jump back this time and maybe coming into your chaturanga. Otherwise, taking your modified version, upward facing dog or cobra. Finding downward facing dog. Give your head a little bit of a shake out. Just looking at that one spot, nice soft gaze in between the heels. On the next inhale, looking at that space between your hands, gather up through the front of your belly as you hop forward. Breathe in, lift halfway. Body weight draws forward into the balls of the feet. Exhale, forward fold. Press down through your feet, come up into chair pose. And then everyone sink your bottom back. Hips come back in space. Spark up your fingers, arms are really active. And then give your bottom a bit of a squeeze. Notice what that does to the posture, drawing everything into the center line. And then exhale, we fold. Breathe in, lift and lengthen halfway. Stepping or jumping back. Finding your chaturanga to flow through your vinyasa. Taking it back to downward facing. Right foot steps forward, make warrior one. Reaching your arms up. And then everyone bring your hands to your hips and draw that right hip bone back as you turn your left hip bone forward and then sink into that front leg. Keeping everything stacked, so shoulders above hips, and then reach your arms back up to the sky, warrior one. Can you press down through the outer edge of your back foot? Strong, straight back leg. Exhale, framing your front foot. That exhale takes you all the way down through your vinyasa. Remembering you can bend your knees to lessen the intensity. Downward facing dog. And then left foot steps forward, warrior one. So thinking about our hips here, bringing your hands back to your hips. Left hip bone draws back, right hip bone draws forward, finding that evenness through the hips. And then sinking down into that front leg, but keeping that back leg super active. Finding the outer edge of that right foot, connect it down to the ground. Exhale, framing the front foot. Continue with that exhale all the way down through your vinyasa. Peeling yourself into your back bend and then taking yourself back to your downward facing dog. Full breath in, full breath out. On the next breath in, right leg lifts up to the sky. Three-legged dog. And then bend through the knee, flex your foot and stack your right hip on top of left. Can you see your foot underneath your armpit on the left? Keep that left leg strong, no bending through that knee. And then re-extend the leg. Take a breath in. And then exhale, draw your knee towards your right elbow or higher. Tap. And then draw the leg back. Coming across to your opposite upper arm or elbow. Tap, draw the leg back. We're going to continue for another 4 times on each side. So coming across now to the left and then coming back. So no swinging. How controlled can you make this movement? You're bringing your body weight over, the shoulders coming over the wrists as you travel forward. You're using our obliques. Another 2 more. Coming forward, tap, draw the leg back, come across, tap, draw the leg back. This is too much for the wrist. You could bring yourself down onto the knee on the left. Do it from all fours rather than from downward facing dog. Draw the leg back. So now we travel the foot forward, place the foot down, come up to a high lunge. Pressing down through that front leg, into that front foot. Really strong and straight with that back leg. Arms come down and making prayer with your hands. Keep your legs exactly where they are and then start to draw the body forward and then rotate to the right. So that right knee will want to cave in. Keep it strong, keep it active. Press your elbow against the outside of the right knee. Staying here for this little revolved twist. Right shoulder drawing away from your ear. And then come back up, unraveling, making warrior 2. Open out through that front knee and then draw that back hip, the left hip, the outer hip back. Press down through both feet. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. And then start to reverse, reaching up through that right hand. Left arm meets the back leg. Maybe staying here or maybe lifting the heel of the front foot. You get that little bit deeper, but make sure that front knee doesn't cave in. And then come back to your warrior 2. We find our extended angle. So right upper arm or arm to your thigh. Reaching up, reaching over with your left hand. And you could stay here, you could come into a bind. If you want to take a half bind, you bring your left hand behind to slink in between that space between your hip and your thigh. If you want to take a full bind, your right hand comes underneath your leg. You take hold of that left hand or you reach for it. Pressing down through both feet, keep that back leg super strong. And then come up, warrior 2. Reach your arms up. Exhale, flow them down. Frame the front foot. Travel through your vinyasa or meeting down dog. We take a full breath in. A full breath out. Left leg lifts up to the sky. 3-legged dog. And then once again, we come forward to tap. Left knee to left upper arm, draw back. Coming across, tap, draw back. Tap, draw back. No swinging. Tap, feel those obliques, those side muscles switching on. Tap, draw back. Tap, draw back. Tap, draw back, come across, draw back. One last time, tap, draw back, come across, draw back, leg draws up to the sky, and then travel the foot forward, finding your high lunge position. Strong legs. Pull in through those lower ribs. And then arms come down into your prayer. Keep everything anchored where it is. Bring the body forward. Then start to rotate towards the left. Staying here. Can you draw your hands to the center of the chest? Come back up. Open out, warrior 2. And just checking in, how long can you make this stance? Press down through both feet. Looking down the fingers of the front hand. Returning to your breath. Reverse your warrior. Reach up through that top arm. Keep your hips anchored in space, but draw your body back. Maybe lifting up the heel of the front foot. Extended side angle. Your variation. Binds open. Opportunity here. If you're in your bind, you're thinking all the time about that top shoulder coming up and back. It's a little heart opening posture up to the sky, but that back foot must remain active. Come back up, warrior two. Reach your arms up, frame your front foot, take yourself through your vinyasa or meet in downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Looking at that space between the hands, hop your way forward. Breathe in, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Press down, rise up. Hands come along your side, Tadasana. Reach your arms up. Make eagle on the right arm under. Cross wrap twist. And then right leg over. Crossing and wrapping. If the foot comes behind the calf, if not, just bend into that leg and wrap it round once rather than twice. Coming all the way up, reach those arms up. And the left arm under, cross wrap twist, hands in prayer. Draw your bottom back into that chair and then lifting left leg up. Coming out, reaching yourself up. Separate your feet hip distance apart. Exhale, forward fold. Taking hold of the big toes. And then drawing yourself forward into a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Soft knees. Placing your belly as close to your thighs as possible. As you relax through the head and neck. Full breath in, full breath out. And then starting to bring the hands down into the ground. Step your right foot back, followed by your left foot. We make our high plank pose. Pause here. Feel like you're ripping your hands back as you press your feet down. And then draw your knees down. Cross over at your ankles, draw your bottom down and make your boat pose at the back of the mat. Staying here, finding that focus, finding that strength in the core. And then let's cross over at the ankles, bring ourselves back into a downward facing dog. Full breath. Full breath out. Right leg lifts up to the sky. Drawing the right knee in behind the right wrist. Making pigeon pose. You could take whatever variation. Here, maybe you want to take reclined pigeon if that feels more comfortable. And then when you're ready, folding it down. Allowing everything to soften down. And then walking the hands back to your leg. Find downward facing dog. Once again, left leg lifts up. Left knee travels forward to behind the left wrist crease. And then draw your left hip down, prop that left bottom up with anything you need in order to even out the hips. And then when you're ready, coming forward and down. Whole body resting down. Final breath here. Hands walk back to your body. Swing that leg around and take yourself down into your back. Extending your legs long, extending the arms, palms facing up. Finding your Shavasana. Taking a couple of breaths in through your nose and exhale, releasing out of your mouth. Letting everything settle here and staying for as long as you can. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.